Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the National ESL semi-finals game number 2. We do have the mirror matchup of the T-Bows, Xovar versus Townslave. Those of you that have been here before will recognize Townslave as a past 1 versus 1 champion. And I am here with Keelie, who's going to be playing... What are you playing? You're playing Ashe. And you're going to be taking care of your lane. She's going to help me here commentating a little bit. I do believe you have the bans in your hand?
I do. Our bans for this game were Kenan, Urgot, Nidalee, and who was Kassadin. And with all those bans, all good champions to ban. Sorry for everyone who gets this lots of times, but Kassadin has his nuke silence. Really hard to lane against. Urgot has his phosphorus bomb, where if he hits you with that, he can just use his Q and destroy you from range. And Kenan can stay in lane indefinitely, so as a ninja, he's real good to get out of the lineup here. And Nidalee, if you get hit by her spear a couple times, it's real hard to stay in lane. Meanwhile, she can just continually heal herself up, and there aren't any problems. So, looks like both of our players, well, one of our players at least, is to his lane, and has currently gone invisible. Oh, no, he's moving again.
Oh, Xovar just met himself there to the mid. He's going to be invis. Nice placement, right smack dab in the middle of the lane. I'm not too sure Townslave saw him, but I'm pretty sure he might have seen the link.
We did get a glimpse of him.
Right.
It was hard to tell exactly where he is. I think he's right about where my cursor is, but we'll have to see how off I am when he actually reveals himself.
Well, he's right on my cursor, so I mean, we should be somewhere close to that. But Xovar did go with a cloth armor, 5 health pots right off the bat. Just taking a quick look, 3 extra damage likely from his masteries. Nothing to the move speed like we saw with iCarry. He had quite a bit into that movement quince. And the armor is just straight from the cloth armor. He has a little bit of attack speed, so likely very heavy into the offensive tree for his masteries. For runes, I don't see really anything here for damage. Might just be armor penetration, might be mana, might be something scaling with level that hasn't kicked in yet. And that is Xovar, just going to be sitting here in the mid.
Well, Townslave, this is going to be an interesting lineup. Townslave has gone with the Doran Shield. Now, Doran Shield will give you good health regen if you're just general health regen in the lane. However, I actually believe that Xovar will have the advantage here because he can get early harass on Townslave here. And if he takes some damage back, it's not a problem because he has 5 health pots. So, I mean, that's basically exactly what happened. He got some good damage there on Townslave, and he didn't really take anything. So it's going to be harder for Townslave to regen that back with the armor, with the Doran Shield, rather.
Well, you have less regen, you have less armor than that combo with the 5 pots. Of course, the 5 pots being consumable will eventually dry up. Hopefully by then we should be in a decent spot for Xovar to go back to town and do some shopping by that point. In terms of summoner skills, let's take a quick look. Xovar with the Ignite and the Teleport. Townslave with the Exhaust and Teleport. So again, we see another Exhaust coming out here in a 1 versus 1 makeup.
You know, Exhaust is a key summoner skill to use because, I mean, if they throw an Exhaust on you and you're in a 1v1 matchup here and you're shooting each other and then they throw an Exhaust on you, they're able to get, 4 or 5 free hits without you being able to do much damage to them at all.
So we're going to have to see if Townslave can use that to his best regard. Lots of damage going down. They're continuously blinding each other, but you can tell with the health pot.
There's the Exhaust.
Yeah, you're right, quite right. There's the Exhaust, but there's also the Ignite, and that's going to be, come on, a double kill. Double kill, yeah, 1-1. There we go. They're both going to take each other out in the mid.
Townslave did get the first blood, though. So, and that was clutch with Exhaust. He took way more damage, threw down the Exhaust, and was able to get the first blood before Xovar killed him with Ignite.
Yeah.
That was tough. Oh, coming right back to lane.
Yeah, Xovar really quick on the spot. Picks himself up a whole bunch more health pots as well as some boots of speed. Now the cash difference here might make or break the game as well. They're already going to go straight back at it. We do have a Doran's Blade now on Townslave, so double Dorans going down. Very early, powerful combination. It might be able to win him this game, within the next few minutes if he pushes out aggressively enough.
Mm-hmm. Well, and they've both you said that Xovar did use his Ignite, right?
Yep.
So Xovar used his Ignite, he's used his Exhaust on Townslave, so both their summoners should be down.
for a while at any rate. Yep.
Yeah.
They'll eventually come back, but geez, like right now, since it is the first of 2 kills, whoever does get that next kill, poison related or otherwise, that could be the deciding factor. We're probably not even going to see this one go to towers like we saw with iCarry, but mirror matchups are always fun to watch how everyone likes to execute them and how well they stack up against each other.
It was really interesting to see the different item picks.
And right now, the item picks might not be doing Xovar any favors, as he's going to take a bunch more damage right there. He's also has to face off this creep wave that did land a little bit of damage here on the tower. Now, if he does lose that tower, he is going to lose the game as well. So now you got to keep in mind, you can't get too low, you can't commit too much, because those poisons will tick down. But at the same time, you can't give up these creep waves because your tower will go down again. Xovar taking, trading shot for shot with Townslave. He's going to be using up these health potions real quick.
And he's playing really interestingly. If I were Xovar, I would not be playing as aggressively right now. I'd sit back, kind of do some farming. Don't let Townslave get any more damage on you, because he will regen a lot faster than Townslave is going to, even with the Doran's items. Because of his health bots, he'll be able to get his health back more. So if I were him, I would have waited it out until he has considerably more health than Townslave and then really battle it out. But even now, I mean, he's playing well. He's got a good strategy as well, where he's just consistently picking at him and slowly... Oh, gosh! Xovar is our winner.
Wow, sliver health. I was just going to say, they have about a 30 health differential. That's almost what Xovar just won with. About 30 health. Spamming those potions. Got the kill on Teemo. And Townslave is actually going to get knocked out right here and now. And we're going to go on to the finals. So 2 quick kills there in 6.5 minutes. Not too shabby for 1 versus 1 tournament. Nice quick games. And Xovar with the armor as well as the potions, it definitely seems to won.
Yep, that was a really interesting matchup. Again, with the mirror matches, it was a lot of fun to see the differences in build and the differences in items, how they played differently. I was very impressed with Xovar's aggression. I wouldn't have played that way, but that's why I'm not in these 1v1 matches.
Alright, so we are going to go ahead here on to the finals, guys. National ESL... Oh, I died. National ESL Fight Club 1 versus 1 finals. Best of 3. It is going to be Xovar versus iCarry. We're going to come to you guys with that live, straight here, FourCourtJester and Keelie on the National ESL stream. Stay tuned, guys.